So I was looking at a rose today from the garden, and I got pricked by the thorns in the stem. The thorns are not very far away from the pleasure or the joy of the rose. Pleasure and pain live so close. The pain is more hidden because we don't like to face it very often. I thought pain is an important element in our lives. That's how we understand a lot of our life. It has a lot of potential to know pain. I thought I should share my thoughts on pain with you. What is pain? How do I cope with pain? And what does this pain bring to me? I think it's an important element to understand. So it's an opportunity to know who I am, what this world is, what my spirituality is. Pain is like a teacher. It visits me in its intensity or in less intensity, but it teaches me about what is life all about. I pass through joys very quickly. Time is very relative. When the moments of joy come, I live through them. But when it's time for pain, then I live very slowly. Time becomes much slower. It's like much longer. The more intense the pain, the longer I feel it. It's passing, time is more. So I start with Protagoras, one Greek philosopher, and he says, man is the measure of all things. Man, I understand from this something about my emotions, that I am the measure of my pain's emotions. How painful a situation is, I will feel it. That's the perception. And that perception is the reality. You may laugh at something which I am pained by, or I may laugh at something which you are pained by, but that doesn't matter. Pain is a reality for the one who's facing it, and that is it. That perception is absolute in itself. So I am the measure of my pain, and there's nobody else to judge it. Although the world is full of judgments today, not acceptance but expectations is our lifestyle. So often, we hear this, and somebody's in pain. The question often comes up, why me? Now, if I go into the details of that, it's a long one. But it's not a very spiritually healthy feeling to ask, a healthy question to ask. Because when we say, why me, we reinforce our ego. We don't recharge our spirit. And the exercise or the effort should be to recharge your spirit, not your ego. Our ego, once it's reinforced, it becomes our problem in many ways. It's like creating an environment for a disease. So, an ego is a disease if you reinforce it and you don't use it properly. So for me, it's a problem. For you, it's a problem. This is not the right question to ask, why me? But if we accept the pain, we accept what's coming our way, for whatever reason it comes, and we allow it to heal me. We feel that pain and we process it. We share it with others, but we process it. We don't deny the process of that healing. Then it will sensitize us forever, make us a more spiritual being, and set us on the path of spirituality in a more intense way. This is an opportunity of big changes which can happen with pain. Like light coming into a cracked window, the cracked window of our ego. A window is cracked with the pain, and we've allowed the light, the spirituality come into our life. That's a possibility. So how do we deal with this pain? In Japan there is it's kind of an artwork, it's called kintsugi. When they break something, they repair it with a golden lacquer. So if you break a ceramic bowl, they wouldn't throw it away. They're going to use that, repair it very painfully, with an effort. They will repair it, and they will use golden lacquer to repair it. And it makes it more beautiful. I think there's a lot of hidden meaning in that. If I can process my pain, I become a more beautiful person. And that beauty is not only for me, but it's for the whole world. So in some ways, if we all learn how to deal with pain, the world becomes a more beautiful place. And we'll talk about that. That's an important aspect to understand. First of all, pain is an intense emotion. And I'm reminded by Guru Nanak when he says, Pakhya Bhao Apar. The language of the Nirakar, language of the Godhead is emotions. That's where it rests. So if I'm in denial of my emotions, if I'm cut off with my emotions, if I don't process my pain, then I am not in touch with my inner reality. I'm not in touch with my higher self. Then the potential of knowing my higher self goes away. That's an immense possibility to lose. That's an immense opportunity to lose. Because pain is an anagram. It's like a flux. It's a moment where everything stands still in my life, and I feel again, I listen again, I search again, and as a possibility to understand life anew. It's almost like a dead end I come to where it says, no more. So look at it again. This is how we can become beautiful. So the world is actually full of people who haven't processed their pain. Maybe I'm part of it. And that leaves me more in pain all the time. So if you avoid pain, it's going to grow within you. So the one thumb rule about pain is when in pain, drive towards the pain. Don't avoid the pain. Drive towards the pain. Because if you drive towards the pain, then you will have the opportunity to grow with it. And it's a spiritual opportunity. It's a chance to get in touch with your spiritual self. Guru Nanak says, Dukh daru, sukh rog peya, jahan sukh tam na hoi. Dukh can be my healer. It's my healer. It's what my daru is. And the opposite is true. If I am in sukh and I do not, and I forget how to listen to nature, then I will be more in pain. Bhai Nandlal Goa says, Gam she bashad, gaflat az yaad khuda, cheez shadi, yaad be-imtaha. What's the reason for pain? Gam she bashad, gaflat az yaad khuda, forgetting who I am, to reach out to the Nirakar. Cheez shadi, and what is happiness? Yaad be-imtaha. To remember that which I must be listening to remember the Nirakar, the formless, that which is my real spirit, that where I am not actually. So here's my medicine. Here's an opportunity for me to grow, to become more beautiful, to become more loving, become more caring. And imagine a world where everybody processes his pain, his or her pain, and we do not give out that pain, but we heal ourselves and others with it. So I am pained, and if I don't process my pain, I will hurt others. So the pain will grow. But if I process this pain, then I give out love to others. Then I become empathetic. I'm sensitive to the other's pain. You know Sheikh Sadi of Shirazi, and he has a lovely poem which is on the UN building. It's called Bani Adam. Poem is a little long, but I'll read the last 2 lines. Tu ka az mehnate digaran bigami nakhayat ke namad namanand adami. If you do not have the empathy to feel the other's pain, then by the name of man you should not be called. What a lovely thought. Sheikh Sadi of Shirazi, 13th century mystic. The absolute realities of life are borderless, seamless, and they will be in our spirit, in our spiritual sense. These are spiritual sayings which exist in the collective spirit of man, in the collective spirit of the universe. So, pain is a time to listen. Pain is a time to be hollow, accept, and be flexible and change. Pain is a time to be in touch with your bhawna, your bhao, the emotions, the lungs of life from which we can bring about change, energize ourselves and the world for a better world, for a more loving, caring, and accepting world. So, Sab te uttam har ki katha, naam sunat dard dukh latha. Sab te uttam har ki katha, the story of the beyond, the Hari. Naam sunat, time to listen. Time to listen that there is a change I should bring in my life. Sufis call it the sound of silence, to listen to the sound of silence. Naam sunat dard dukh latha. So this is how we get in touch with our spirituality. We convert the negative pain into a positive spiritual experience from which we grow, become boundless, become infinite in many ways. Get in touch with a new emotion called Naam. This serves me, myself and others. This is how I can grow. So I will again welcome you all. Come into the realm of the healing with the pain. Let's all heal each other, make the world a more beautiful place. Dukh daru, sukh rog paya, ja sukh tam na hui. Tu karta karna main nahi, jaho kari na hui. बलिहारी कुदरत वसया तेरा अंत न जाई लिखिया।